YouTube family, welcome back to the Built on Boxes YouTube channel. My name is James White. I'm the trucking lawyer. Appreciate you guys tuning in. So I want to get into a couple things. First of all, Amazon is changing everything about Amazon Relay. They've sent out some emails. They're switching things over to a different platform, and they've also canceled a major discount program. So stick around for the rest of the video and learn what has changed. I'll be showing you guys an email that I got from Amazon, actually 2 emails that I got from Amazon this week about some changes that they're going to be making. So let's get into it. Let's talk about all the changes that I know of that are going on with the Amazon Relay box truck program. Okay guys, check it out. So I got an email the other day. It says, first of all, right now, I am under what's called the Amazon Middle Mile Rental Program through Penske, which means that I'm able to rent my box truck from Penske for $415 a week plus 10 cents a mile. I rent my semi from Penske under that program for $675 a week plus 12 cents a mile. So one of the ways that you've been able to get into the box truck game and make good money without having to actually own any equipment is that people have been renting box trucks. Well, if you call Penske on the phone and say, hey, what does it cost to rent a box truck for a week? They're gonna give you some outrageous amount of money, like $725 a week and 20 cents a mile or something like that. But if you sign up for Amazon Middle Mile Program, then you can use that to prove that you're a carrier that is authorized by Amazon, and you can get a discount on rental equipment. Well, apparently so many people are doing that and then not actually hauling for Amazon. They're using the fact that they're affiliated with Amazon and approved by Amazon as carrier as a way to get the discount, and then they're using the trucks to do stuff other than hauling for Amazon. Because once you get into this game, you realize that Amazon rates are so bad in most cases that you can't afford really to rent and haul for Amazon and make any money or make it worth your time. But the problem is Amazon has caught on to that, and all these people that are out here in the box truck game and using their relationship with Amazon to leverage it for a rental discount, apparently it has gotten back to Amazon and they don't like it, and they're canceling their Middle Mile Program rental discount through Penske. So why that might matter to you? According to the email, people who already have existing equipment, like me, will be able to keep that equipment and keep it at that rate. But any future equipment that you rent, you will have to negotiate with Penske. Now, my guess would be that if you have a good relationship with your Penske rep, you're a person who's fairly easy to get along with, they may keep you on the same rate. But the way it might affect you is if you don't already have an active authority, if you're waiting, or you're waiting to get in the game, or you're in the research phase and you haven't actually applied for your authority, you are not going to be able to use this program, which means that when you call Penske and try to set up a rental account, you're going to have to pay those crazy rates unless you build some relationship with a local Penske rep and maybe they give you a discount. So really your ability to rent is going to be built off of how well you can negotiate, how well you can use your people skills to try to build a relationship with those reps at the local rental companies. And so the game is sort of open. It was that Penske kind of had a corner on the rental market for people who were hauling at Amazon because they had such a great deal. Now budget, they do $425 a week and 10 cents a mile, and I think Enterprise does maybe like $500 a week and 12 cents a mile or something like that. I'm not really sure what Enterprise does. So again, you're gonna have to really leverage your people skills in order to get out there and make sure that you get a good rental rate for these box trucks if you're going to rent, because Amazon has canceled their affiliate program with Penske that offers a rental discount. The second thing Amazon is doing that I think is going to change everything. Amazon has sent an email out this week, and I'll read that one to you as well. Dear valued carrier, we are writing to share an exciting opportunity to work with Amazon moving daily box truck loads from our sort centers to U.S. post offices. Your company is invited to access Amazon's RFI portal. Amazon uses the RFI portal to gather information about lanes, requirements, and collect capacity from carriers. Now, it's called the Direct Delivery Unit Program. It consists of deliveries to the U.S. post office primarily using box trucks, 26 foot. So you're generally going to operate from 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. You need a 26 foot box truck with a lift gate and a pallet jack and a safety vest and a smartphone. You're going to average haul between 50 and 150 miles away, with some routes as short as 10 and some as long as 200. Your company's drivers are required to load and unload the origin and destinations. If you have 5+ box trucks and are interested in participating in this program, click here to view the instructions. So basically, this is something that they used to offer, from what I understand, they used to offer to people that had a high performance score. I know that's not the case anymore because I do not have a high performance score. I've only hauled 3 loads for Amazon, but one time they booked me on a posted truck load that I needed to be there in an hour. They booked me an hour before it was supposed to go out, and I was 3.5 hours away, and I rejected it. And so because of the fact that I've only got a few loads and one of those loads was rejected, my performance score is like a D or something crazy. So I know for sure that this is not based on performance score because I got the email. So this is a change that they are making. They are going to go away from load board work, and they are going to try to find dedicated carriers that can manage a small fleet of trucks and do this work, which should tell you not to get in the box truck game to haul for Amazon unless you have the ability to scale up to 5 trucks fast. Well, here's why that's going to be a problem for you, for anybody. Usually there's only 1 to 2 insurance companies that will write you in the first year when you're a new carrier. So when you have a new authority and you have a new company, usually you're only going to get written by 1 to 2 companies in your state. If you're with Progressive, which is where most of you are going to be, they are not going to let you scale up to 5 trucks in the first year. If you go beyond, say, 2 to 3 trucks in your first 90 days or in your first year, they're just going to cancel your insurance policy. So really, nobody out there, in my opinion, is going to be able to jump straight in, scale up to 5 trucks, and actually be able to accommodate this contract, which means that Amazon is migrating away from new carriers. And it feels that way for a couple different reasons. 1, because of this contract, and 2, because they've canceled this rental program, which either means that the market is so saturated with people that are using rentals not for Amazon, or Amazon wants to get away from new carriers without saying that they're getting away from new carriers. They want to do things that become barriers to entry for new carriers. They want to make sure that you can't do it because you're a new carrier, because you can't scale up to 5 trucks real fast, or without getting your insurance canceled, or you can't find a decent rental rate. I mean, who can afford to pay $750 a week for 5 trucks just to haul for Amazon? So, yeah, they're making it almost impossible for a new company to come in and haul for them for box trucks. So guys, listen to me. If you don't listen to anything else I say, do not get into this business solely for the purpose of hauling for Amazon. You will go broke. You will not be able to survive hauling for Amazon unless you have the ability to basically sign on to somebody who has an older authority. You're able to go out and finance 5 trucks, and you get your initial insurance quote for those 5 trucks. Then maybe you can do it. But if you can't do that, I can't see very many ways that you're gonna be able to do it. One last thing I wanna say, I've gotten some real kind of nasty negative comments about some of the stuff that I said about being in a box truck. I just wanna say this, I'm a really nice guy. I'll bend over backwards, I'll do anything I can to help people. But if you're gonna get on my comments and say something negative just for the sake of being a troll, probably what's gonna happen is I'll ignore you and remove the comment, and you won't get a reaction. But what might happen is that I might get as ugly as you, and I might hurt somebody's feelings, and I don't want to do that. But look, the bottom line is I'm not out here offering content for the purpose of changing people's minds who are stuck on stupid, okay? People were saying, oh, well, you've got personal issues and that's why you turned in your box truck. No, I don't have personal issues. It's just a stupid idea to double down on something that's not working. If I'm only making $1,000 a week in a box truck based on my schedule, because guess what, guys? Nobody goes out here and works based on somebody else's schedule and based on somebody else's life. They go out here and they decide how this business fits into their life. And if the business only fits into their life to the tune of $1,000 a week, and they're really not making any money that makes it worth their time, and they have something on the sidelines that they could pivot to make $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 a week, they would be stupid to continue doing what they're doing. Remember that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. When I was in the box truck and I saw that freight was drying up in my area, or there wasn't a lot of box truck freight in my area, and Amazon wasn't a viable option, and I had a driver with a CDLA on the sideline, why would I continue to waste my time making little to no money? This is about business sense. It's not about whether you can get in one box truck and go out here and do nothing but sleep in it and piss in bottles and live on the road and live like a vagrant just so you could prove to somebody that you could make a living in a box truck. I would gather that that's not why anybody's watching this video. So if you're that guy who is okay with that lifestyle, then that's fine. Don't comment on my video. don't watch my video, because my content is not for you. My content is for the person who wants to attack this business in a smart way. This business is not for dumb people. It's not for people who don't have any personality. It's not for people who can't get along with anybody. It's not for people who don't have enough business sense to see risk versus reward and pivot to something that works and pivot away from something that's not working just because they are stubborn. I mean, that's dumb. That's how you end up bankrupt. Those are the same people that don't put any money aside to fix their truck, that skip over preventative maintenance, and they end up just out of business or bankrupt or breaking the law constantly because the only way they can make it work is to not follow the rules. So those are not the people I'm talking to. Those are not the people I'm interested in engaging with. And if you're one of those people, move on with your life, because this is not the place for you. With that being said, guys, I apologize if my tone was harsh when it comes to that stuff. I just have no tolerance for stupid people who want to do nothing but be a troll. If that's the way you want to work, move on to somebody else's channel, because I'm not going to engage with you probably. But at any rate, for those of you who do find my content valuable, I sincerely appreciate you taking your time out of your life to comment, to subscribe and like, and to watch my videos. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I believe we're gonna be at 1,000 before the end of summer, and we're gonna be monetized, and everything's gonna be great. My trucking business is going great. Stay tuned for a factoring conversation with Luke from RTS. Stay tuned for a video where I go over the month of April numbers to show what we made, and everything's going great. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day.